Ciao, sei pronto per fare la pizza?
I'm ready to make a pizza. Hey guys, what's up? Tonight I am making stuffed crust pizza, and I thought it would be fun to show you how I do it so then you guys can do it at home. Let's jump right into it. So for dough, my mom actually made me dough, bless her heart. I have done this recipe with Trader Joe's ready to make dough. I'm sure you can get dough at any of your local stores. Sauce, family secret, my dad made my sauce. Taking it to the grave. Okay, for toppings I have pepperoni in orange bell pepper, black olives for my side because Dylan hates black olives, fresh mozzarella, and for the stuffed crust part I cut string cheese in half long ways. So we're gonna put that around the edges, roll the dough over it, and make a stuffed crust. I believe I've made stuffed crust in the past with my parents, but I don't really remember how we did it. We'll figure it out. All right, so I have my dough on my counter. The counter is lightly floured. You don't want to over flour the counter. And then I have flour on my hands just so the dough doesn't stick. Okay, now I'm going to lightly flour my rolling pin. Some people don't use a rolling pin, they just use your hands and stretch it out, but I don't think I'm that talented yet. Okay, when you get it kind of in the general shape you want, what I like to do is pick it up with my knuckles, and we kind of just let gravity do its thing. You may need to back up for this shot. My dad is super good at this. I don't think I'm as talented as he is. Alright, not bad, not bad. Stretch it out. Okay. If you get a little hole like this, don't worry. You can literally just cover it up like nothing happened. This seems like a common sense thing I'm gonna tell you, but I always put my pizza on whatever I'm cooking it on. So that way you don't put the toppings and everything on it on the counter and then have to transfer it onto this. It's easy to drop your pizza, mess it up, tear it, whatever. So I always put it on here at this part and decorate it while it's on here. The tray I was using, it's my dad's. The reason it's grated like that is so the crust can get really crispy and cook all the way through. I have the dough overlapping the tray because I am making stuffed crust, so I need room to be able to roll it over. One tool that I do not own that I usually use when I make pizza looks like this. I roll it over, it creates little divots in the dough. It just makes it cook evenly. I don't own one, so we're not gonna use it. Let's stuff this crust. I'm gonna start by taking the string cheese that I cut, and I'm literally just gonna roll it on over. I will have all of the ingredients in the description. However, right now, I'm kind of just seeing what I need on the fly. Okay, so I needed 4 string cheeses cut in half. It's not terrible looking so far, so that's good news. That's a good pizza pie. All right, sauce it up. I wish you could smell just the garlicky goodness. There's nothing like a good homemade sauce by a little Italian man like my dad. We're gonna start with half a cup, go from there. The trick that I do, dump it all in the middle, then you spread it out from there. Now we're at 1 cup of sauce. The good thing about stuffed crust is that you know where your boundaries are, so when you don't have a stuffed crust, you always have to leave, you know, like a little border around. This is nice because I know exactly where to stop. Beautiful. Okay, so I use mozzarella cheese. I'm sure you can get fancy with like your cheese choices, but we're staying classic. We're gonna start with a cup of cheese, go from there. Usually I just dump it right on, but I want you guys to know how much I'm using of everything. It says 2 cups right on here, so we're gonna just dump this sucker on. The cool thing about making pizza at home is like it is always fun. Like when you had those pizza Lunchables and how like half the fun was like making it and the other half's eating it. It's like this, but in adult form. I'm just gonna rip these pieces off. You wouldn't be able to tell by the cheesy stuffed crust and the extra cheese on top, but I actually am lactose intolerant, so don't tell my doctor. Pepperoni time. I love making things that you can top yourself. So you can get creative with it, you can get sloppy with it, it doesn't matter. I love customizable food, you know? Dylan's trying to film and eat a piece of cheese at the same time. I tried to make the bell peppers look like a little heart, but it doesn't really look like one. Do you want bell peppers on your half? Yeah. So the fan above my oven, when it gets too warm in here, it turns on automatically and I can't turn it off. So that's that. I'm gonna finish topping my half of the pizza with black olives, pop it in the oven at 375 for 25 minutes, and I'll see you guys afterwards. All right. Look at that. I don't know if you can see inside. There's cheese. The bottom is nice and crusted. I think it looks great. So good. The fresh mozzarella brings just this gooiness to it. I obviously love these toppings because I chose them. The crust is perfect. Well, I hope you guys liked this mini walkthrough tutorial on how to make a pizza with stuffed crust. If you found it helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm gonna finish this up, so talk to you later. Ciao.